Today marked the third day of Senate confirmation hearings for Supreme Court nominee and guy who definitely wears socks at the pool, Brett Kavanaugh. So, let's check in with another edition of So You Think You Can Judge. Now, one of the major concerns with Brett Kavanaugh is that President Trump might have nominated him specifically because Kavanaugh believes that sitting presidents shouldn't be subpoenaed or indicted. And some people are worried that Kavanaugh might have even made a deal with Trump's personal lawyer, Mark Kasovitz, basically saying, you know, we'll put you on the court if you promise to protect the president from Robert Mueller. Or as Trump would put it, you scratch my back, I'll grab your pussy. Now, we don't know if Kavanaugh actually met with Trump's lawyer, but when California Senator Kamala Harris asked him about it yesterday, Kavanaugh did himself no favors.
Judge, have you ever discussed Special Counsel Mueller or his investigation with anyone?
Well, it's in the news every day.
Have you discussed Mueller or his investigation with anyone at Kasowitz, Benson, and Torres, the law firm founded by Mark Kasowitz, President Trump's personal lawyer?
Be
sure about your answer, sir.
Well, I'm not remembering, but if you have something you want to...
Are you certain you've not had a conversation with anyone at that law firm?
Kasowitz, Benson. I would like to know the person you're thinking of, because what if there's...
I think you're thinking of someone and you don't want to tell us.
Wow. Kavanaugh did not look good in that exchange. It's like if they asked the suspect at a murder trial, they're like, where were you on the night of the 13th? It's like, where shouldn't I have been? Yeah. Wherever the murder didn't happen, that's where I was. But the other major concern that people have is that Kavanaugh could be the deciding vote that overturns Roe versus Wade, a.k.a. a woman's right to choose. And going by what Kavanaugh has said in the hearings, you would assume that he would let Roe v. Wade stand because this guy is a freak for precedent.
Tell us why you believe Roe is settled law. And if you could, do you believe it is correctly settled?
Roe v. Wade is an important precedent of the Supreme Court. For 12 years, I've been applying precedent of the Supreme Court and of my court. As a judge, I follow precedent. I had to follow precedent of the Supreme Court. This is all about precedent for me. That precedent on precedent is quite important. Precedent's not like a cafeteria where I can take this but not that.
Wow, this guy really loves precedent. Call him Mr. President. You might even say he's the President of the United States. Oh, come on. Come on, the joke wasn't that bad. Come on, it wasn't that bad. But here's the thing, even though Kavanaugh says that he follows precedent, he doesn't act like it, right? Because if you look at his history as a judge, whether it's on a woman's right to choose or gun control, he's always twisting precedent to get the conservative result that he wants. You know, so Kavanaugh's like a guy who says he's on a plant-based diet, but then you catch him eating a steak and he's like, well, cows eat plants, don't they? So technically, precedent. And look, the thing is, Kavanaugh can say what he wants, but it's pretty clear to me that he won't rule in favor of reproductive rights. Otherwise, Trump wouldn't have nominated him. But it does feel a bit strange that this dude could soon get to decide what all women can do with their bodies. A fact that Senator Harris made sure to point out.
Can you think of any laws that give government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm happy to answer a more specific question. But
male versus female.
There are medical procedures.
I'll repeat the question. Can you think of any laws that give the government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm not thinking of any right now, Senator.
Goddamn, Kamala Harris brings it, man. We actually have we actually have a live shot of the Capitol the moment that happened. Can we go to that?